Hi guys, welcome back to Abby Normal Resin Crafting. I am back after a couple weeks pause due to upper respiratory issues, but we're going to try out some stuff today. So first of all, I have these new Pixis alcohol inks to try out and this new mold. So I'm loving this mold with its multi-size geode shapes. We're going to pop the resin into the debubbling machine and then we're going to start playing with these alcohol inks. And I'm going to top coat these adorable ornaments as well. So I'm going to try out some of the alcohol inks on those to see how I like it two different ways. So let's pour into the first one and we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to fill all these and then here we go. We're starting out with our first color and I'm going to drip 5 initially into each one. 5 drops per cavity. And we're going to try out all of these colors. I think there was 5 total colors. So they have really neat names like Phoenix and Mermaid, Dragon, things like that. Look at that sparkle. That one is so pretty. That is the Phoenix one. And then I'm going to take Phoenix and I'm going to dab it on and let it actually dry down. And look at that gorgeous sparkle. I think for the sparkle factor, the Phoenix color is the top one. And then we're going in, I think this is Mermaid or Dragon. I don't remember which one, but one of those two. I think it was Dragon. And look at that beautiful sparkle. And that's just the alcohol dissolving from the pigment. Then I decided to go around the perimeter with a different color, just to see how they would play with each other. So we're going to go in and add some more little details in. And we're just playing around and seeing what's going to work with what. I did not fill these molds completely because I want to do a back coat. More than likely I want to back it with black to see how those pigments are really going to, anytime you back it in a dark color, they're really going to bring forth the color. And it should really just magnify the whole effect. So on our second layer, I'm going to go with black. Now I'm going to add some more of the alcohol into the ornament that I poured from the last. Look at that beautiful greeny color. That was from our last video when I just poured my extras off into a mold, and then I'm just going to go ahead and use that mold to create something new. So now I'm going in with my silicone pen and I'm just kind of making a swirly pattern, trying to do a different pattern for each one. And this one I'm going to do a starburst, going out from the center to the outside perimeter. Alright, then that one, let's do a heart shape. Okay, so that alcohol ink dried down, so I'm going in with the second color. This is either Mermaid or Dragon, but it is a combination of the both of them. So I'm liking how that turns out. Now we're going to go in and top coat these ornaments and really just bring out all of the beauty of the stickers, the glittery underneath, and the upper alcohol ink that has dried down. So I'm just going to bring that out to the edges and make sure that they are coated nicely. And I'm just slightly trying to stir up the alcohol ink. Now it has dried down, but it does loosen up in a few spots. And I just kind of wanted to break up the strong swirly pattern that I had. And eventually I'm going to go back in after the top coat has had a chance to settle down. And I'm going to add a couple of more drops of the alcohol on top. Now I'm going to go in to the other ornament that we worked on my last episode and give that a nice top coat as well, since I do have some extra resin here. We're going to fill up the ornament and look at how that clear resin is bringing out all of that beautiful glitter from our last pour. Now I'm going in with some of the bows that I made from last episode, and we're going to make a bow coaster mold here. I'm going to add some snowflakes and give it some holiday, even more holiday cheer, because that big bow had some beautiful red, silver, and green glitter in it. And the smaller bow at the bottom is solid green, and we're going to add some white snowflakes. So here I am adding in some more of the alcohol ink to the top layer now that the top coat has had a chance to calm down and get itself situated. With these, you're going to want to shake them often and very well, because the little pigment flakes in there are so absolutely microfine that they will settle right back to the bottom very easily, and you want to make sure that those are up and moving around. So give them a good shake at every chance you get, and that will keep those pigments floating nicely. So here we go, we are finishing up. I do have a little bit of extra, so it's going to go into that gorgeous little bow mold again. And then I added some glitter off camera. I must have accidentally paused it, but those are going to be some more beautiful glittery bows for our next decorating time. So I think this is it for my pour for this part of it. I will be back after this has had a chance to cure, and I will coat everything in the black except for the little bows at the top. Those are going to need a clear coat. So that is it for this portion of the video. I will see you again. Pardon my little darling Boston Terriers over here beside me playing around and snuffling and snorting, but we'll see you again soon. Alright everybody, our first layer is cured and the ornament has finished setting up, so let's take a peek at that. Beautiful, it turned out really sparkly and the alcohol ink looks really nice. So I'm going to check these over and check out the colors here, being careful not to detach our layer from the mold because I don't want my second layer to run over and mess up my design. But these are looking really neat, really nice flashes of color we've got going on. And check out that cute little Christmassy poster. Very cute. All right, so I would like to show you all our beaver moon that we had. This is 5 a.m. in the morning and it almost looks like daylight. But we didn't get sunrise until 7. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.